I'm pretty sure he was doing it without
No, this is my dad's phone. Wow, this is my dad's phone.
Good evening.
Say good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
What's up? What's up? Is that your twin brother? Makwe, is that your twin brother? Makwe. Hello, good evening, guys. Kindly unmute your mic.
Good evening, sir.
Hi,
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, testimony, what's up? How are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay, you have, I believe you have your PC up,
Yes, sir.
and then you've done your project. I guess so.
Yes, sir.
So, okay. So testimony, Makwe. Makwe,
Yes, please.
how are you?
I'm fine. Start the video. Start. No. So you see. No, if I said.
Have you done your project?
Okay.
Have you done your project, Makwe? Have you done your project?
No,
So, you haven't. You haven't. Or Valerie, Joseph, where's Tel Aviv?
She's having problems joining.
So Valerie, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Good. What about your brother?
Roland,
Yeah. Yes.
the password for my sister is not working.
Wait, let's try the ID again. Let's try another ID.
Can she close it and open it again? Use the link.
Close the Zoom.
Yeah, and open it again.
She said I should close the Zoom and open it again. Tara.
Makwe, where's your project? Are you done with your project? Hello, Makwe, are you done with your project? You people are starting again. Oh. Eh? You want me to be carrying cane around, Abi? Eh?
It's here.
Hi, Joseph.
Excuse me, Mr. Roland.
Yeah?
Can I share screen?
Yeah, it's not yet time to share your screen. You'll have time to share your screen. So
Okay.
we can start. Is Tel Aviv logged in? Is she logged in now?
Yes, sir. I have the scratch.
If not, yeah, I know you have scratch. Did you do your project? The assignment I gave you yesterday, did you do it? Okay, so let's start. let's start. So who can quickly run through what we did yesterday? Who can tell me what, or tell the rest of the class? Who wants to go first? Testimony.
I do.
Okay. You are listening.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, before you do, I hope you guys are taking notes.
Yes, please.
I hope you are taking notes. Huh?
Is there another code that we use? Because my sister is still trying to join and it's not working.
Yes. Okay. I think Auntie Lillian, can you help her resolve the whatever technical glitch she's currently facing? Hello, Auntie Lillian, are you with us? Okay, so Valerie.
Yes, please.
Okay, can you go through what we did yesterday?
Yesterday, we learned how to move our characters without touching anything on the screen, just using the keys on the keyboard.
Okay, and what blocks did we use?
We used when space key pressed and change Y by 10 or minus 10, or change X by 10 or minus 10.
Okay. So what does the change Y do and what does change X do?
Pardon?
What does change Y do and then what does change X do? What's the difference between?
They help us to control the characters, either up, down, side, without touching the keys on the screen, just using the keys on the keyboard. Wait. Hello? Hello? The G is not working.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, so you're explaining. So I was asking what's the difference between the change Y and change X?
Pardon?
I was asking what's the difference between change Y and change X? Can you hear me?
The difference between change. Yes, please. The difference between change Y is the Y moves an opposite direction than the X, and the X moves an opposite direction than the Y.
Okay, so I'll give you 10 minutes to share your screen with the rest of the class, and then you are going to write a code, okay? You are going to write a code and then make your project move up and down, left and right. So yeah, share your screen and then explain to the rest of the class.
Excuse me, sir. Can we share the screen?
So Valerie is sharing the screen now. Valerie is sharing her screen now. So share your screen with them and then take them through.
Okay.
Yeah.
done. I was still working on it right now. This place, this yellow block here, right here, we do that so that we can control it without touching it. And these are all the things inside it.
Wait, let me check.
Then the reason why I put this change y, so that assuming I press this change y, it will move like an opposite direction. We actually put two up and down. And let me try.
Thank you. So just receive a message from your royal family. That is all. So Auntie Ziggy said.
I'm still working on the up arrow.
Let me put it.
Now I'm done.
What?
Yes. And also why I put this 10 inside. They are not actually completely 10. Some I put minus 10 and 10.
I've tried this on my children. I've tried this.
And that's all. Excuse me, Mr. Roland.
Yes.
Please, I want to go and get the charger for my laptop. My laptop is 10%.
Okay, so do that quickly. So who else wants to share? Testimony. Hello, testimony. You want to share?
I'm going to share the projects that I did.
What project? Is it related to what we did?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. So I'll take over by 5. So I'm giving you people the chance to share what you know and what you've done. So we can't hear you. Hello? You're not talking.
Sir?
You're not talking. So you're supposed to tell us what each block does. What does each block of code do?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. This one with the green flag is for playing it. That's the go flag.
Okay.
While this repeats, it is under the control. You find it here. So this repeat is to make your work be repeated.
Okay.
Move 5 steps. It is under the motion block.
Okay.
Next costume is under the looks block. It changes the costume of your sprite. The weight block is for pausing your work so that it won't be too fast when playing it.
Okay.
The stop button that I used here is to stop all the works at once. Stop all. That's why I use the stop all. There are other options there. You can pick from here. While here, forever block is to like continue it without stopping.
Okay.
Next, backdrop. That is, the backdrop is this stuff over here. And I've explained the weight and the same thing over here.
Okay. Okay. So okay, that's cool. So does it work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why did you have to put the move 5 steps before the next costume? Why not put the next costume before the 5 step? Or why did you decide to why not put the weight 0.5 seconds before the next costume? I'm asking you a question, so I want to understand your thinking. I want to understand the logic behind what you did.
Okay, this is why I put this move 5 steps before the next costume. Like so that the sprite can move before changing into another style.
Okay.
why this waits 0.5 seconds is to make it pause after the next after one costume, so that it won't go so fast. So this waits 0.5 seconds is to make it stop a bit, then the next costume will come up and so on.
Okay, so fine. So I like your your explanation. So it clearly shows that you understand what you are doing. You understand the code flow. Okay. So let's move to what we let's move to today's topic. So today I said that we're going to be creating a project, but we will not be able to finish the project today. So hopefully we will complete it tomorrow because we have to take it step by step. Okay. I don't want us to rush through it. But, so I have to give it time so that you guys can follow along, and then you are also practicing, so that at the end of the day you can come out to say, okay, I can use Scratch, I can build programs with Scratch. Is that fine? So I said, I said we are going to, I said we are going to create a Flappy Bird game. Create a Flappy Bird game. First, you need to understand the logic, how it works, what block of code is required. Now, remember we said that coding or computer programming is giving a set of instructions to the computer. Okay, that your computer understands. The language of the computer is 1 and 0s. Okay, so now let's go to do that. Let's take over and share my screen.
No, just give my phone.
Can they go the small one? Hello?
Move your hand.
Okay, so now we can see my card, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the first thing that I'll do is to take out the card. So I've taken out my card, and I'll come to where to add sprite, and I click on it. So once I do that, remember we said that your characters are categorized. So I'll come to animals and then scroll down. I'm looking for a character that looks like a bird. Okay. So I think this works because it can flap. This works. This cannot work. And this works too. This cannot work because it doesn't meet the purpose of what we are trying to achieve. This cannot work too. So I just look for characters that can work. So I'm going to stick with the parrot. Okay, and just all I have to do is to import it. Remember, we all know how to change size, right? Yeah? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we come here and then we change it to 50.
Hold on. Hello, hold on. Hello, Apollo.
Osinachi. Osinachi.
But then I won't be able to do my scratch.
I have to restart my. Okay, so I have to restart my scratch. I don't know what happened. It wasn't doing what I wanted.
Good afternoon, Mr. Joseph.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you? Who is that? Tel Aviv. Okay, so I'll come here and then change the size to 50 and then press enter. So you can see that the size has been reduced to. Now, if we go to costume, we can see that our sprite has the property of flying. Okay, it has the property of flying and it has the ability to fly. So we can animate between this. We can animate between this. Okay. So go back to our code. Now, if a bird is flying, okay, it remains on the sky, right? So there's an imaginary movement on the board. But tomorrow we get to see that. Now the logic is this bird is going to remain at this position. It won't go anywhere. Now the only thing is it's going to be moving between positive y and negative y. Okay, but it is not moving in the direction of the x. So it is your screen that will move in direction of the x. Now, if you look at it, you think it's the bed that is moving, but it's not the bed that is moving. It's actually the other sprite that is moving. So it's called an imaginary movement. So which is how, it's the same logic which most of your games work. Because most of the games that you play and then you see the character and moving, the character is not actually moving, the character is on the spot. Okay, it is other sprites that are moving. So the same thing applies to our project here. So the first thing to do is to bring out our green flag. Okay. Now, before you start coding, you need to understand the logic of how your project should work. Is that clear?
Yes.
So you don't just start coding. So you don't just start coding. You can see my white screen, Abby. Can you see my white screen? So the
Are
first
you Microsoft?
eh?
Are you your Microsoft Word?
Yeah, something like that.
Flappy Bird project.
So in creating a game, the first thing you do is that you need to think through it. Okay? You need to think through it. Now, the most critical thing, the most important thing in coding is thinking. That's the logic. You need to understand the logic. So first, if we are going to create a Flappy Bird game, what do we okay? What do we need? So the first thing is writing out your need. So we need a bird, a bird
Yes.
that can fly. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
The bird should be able to change costume. Okay.
Yes.
Then secondly, you need a green flag. Okay. What do I need?
Okay.
Why do I need the green flag? To start the game. Okay. And then the next thing is, after the green flag, what logic do we want? Now, since we know that our bed is going to move up and down, we need what? What block do we need now? Since it's going up and down. I'm asking a question. If our cat, if our parrot is going to move up and down, what block do we need?
Up arrow and down arrow.
No?
Up and down arrow.
Nope. You guys
You said
have
that.
forgot.
You said that if our bird is going to move up and down, right?
Yes.
You put change y to 10 and change y to -10.
Correct. Perfect. Okay. Remember I said this, I reiterated this yesterday, that your up and your down arrow key doesn't determine where the position or how your sprite should move. It is the change Y or the change X that determines where it moves. Remember, don't always forget that your blue block controls everything movement. Okay? Your blue block contains everything movement. So if you need a character to move, if you need your project to move, you use the blue block. So anything other than that cannot work. Okay?
Yes.
So we need to use change Y by 10 and change Y by -5. Now, the logic now is, why do I use change Y by 10 and use change Y by -5? Okay? If I use 10 minus 10 is what? Hello? Eh? 10 minus 10 equals to?
You said 10 minus 10.
Yes.
0.
0.
Yeah. So now what this means is, if I use change Y by 10 here and use change Y by -10, it means our movement equals to 0. Okay? But if I use 10 minus 5, what's our value? 5. Now, at 0, our character cannot move. But at 5, there's still some value left. So it means our character can move. Okay, so this 5 is canceling this 10. Okay, like force of gravity is canceling this 10. So we need 2 blocks, change Y and change Y by 10 and change Y by -5. Now the next thing is, since we already have this, Now, if you just put change y and change x and change y by -5, it means we have to keep clicking on it for it to work. But that's not what we want. We want to be able to use one block to control everything. The other thing we need is, okay, what other block do we need? We need a forever block. Okay, because we want to put this change y inside a loop and allow it to run forever. Okay, so we need a forever block to loop through until the game ends. Okay, so this is just giving us, okay, this is the logic part. Okay, we need to create this game, and we need this, we need this. So once we can align these things, when we can align our needs, it now makes the whole development process very easy. Okay, you don't need to start thinking, okay, because we already know what our needs are. Now, the next thing is, what else do we need? We need a conditional statement, which I will explain. We need an if-else block. If-else block. Okay, so once I'll explain what the if-else does. We need an if-else block, and we need, okay, we use change of string. What other blocks do we need? We need the operator. Who knows what operator is in math? Yeah?
Sir?
Who knows what operator is in mathematics?
Did you say operator
Yes,
in mathematics?
yes.
Operator. Like when you're the admin
Huh?
of
When you're what?
the admin of something, is that what you mean?
No, operate, not to operate. Operator in math is different from operator in engineering. So what do you call your plus sign? Your equal sign? Your, what other one do we have? Subtraction, division, yes, division, multiplication, and which other one? Yeah, what do you call all this? What do you call them in math?
Adding.
Eh?
Oh, you want
What do you call plus equals, minus, division, and multiplication? What do you call them in mathematics?
Operators.
operation?
Oh, we are just saying operators because I said operators. Okay, so they are called operators. So as you advance in programming, you get to learn more about these guys. Oh, I forgot to. You're greater than. Is it greater than or less than? Which one is greater? Which one is less than? Yeah. Which one is less than? Which one is greater than?
This hand is greater than. This hand is less than.
Which one? You are saying this one. I don't know which of it. Which one? Is it the one that I'm pointing to? This less than or greater than?
One is greater than. This one is
One
less
is,
than.
one is greater than, one is less than. I like that. So these are the basic things that we need. Okay. As we move, we get to learn other things. So remember the first thing I said we need is what? Bird that can fly. And then the second thing is what? So to be able to change costume. And then third, bring
And
back
background.
then the fourth one, change 10, and then we do the forever loop. And then if else, if else, and then we're going to need the operators. We're going to need the operators. So let's go back to our scratch now. Can you see my scratch? Can you see my scratch?
No, sir.
Can you see it now?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we need? We've done the parrot, which is the first thing. Now the second thing is, you guys should tell me, oh, I'm just going to be following your instruction. The second thing is what? Where's your notes? Second thing is we need the green flag. Okay? We need the green flag. So after the green flag, the next thing is come to control. We know what a forever block is, right? Yes or no?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we know what the forever block does.
Yes, we do.
What does it do?
Pardon?
It
What,
makes
what
it
does
makes actions repeat over and over.
and over? It doesn't end. Now, there are two blocks that I want to introduce you to. It is called the if and the if else block. Now, the if and the if else block, they are called conditional statements. What did I say? What did I say?
I can hear you, sir.
I said there are two blocks I want to introduce you to. It is called the if and if else block. I said the if and the if else block are called conditional statements. What did I say? Conditional statement. Is that clear?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Now, what does conditional statement do?
Pardon, I didn't hear it clearly.
Okay, so for instance, if I say, Valerie, share
Yes,
your
please.
screen. I'm not saying you should share your screen, no. I'm just using this as an analogy. If I say, Valerie, share your screen. If you don't share your screen, don't join the class tomorrow. That is a condition. Okay? Now the condition is if you don't share your screen, don't join the class. Okay? That's the condition. So the same thing applies. So the same thing applies to our coding. Okay? There's condition in programming. Okay? So there's condition in programming. Now,
Mr. Joseph, what
I
did you
said
say?
conditional statement, condition. So what I'm telling it is, if you don't do this, I want you to do this, okay? If you don't meet this condition, I want you to do this. So it's called if else. If you don't do this, else don't. So it's like, say, okay, Valerie, share your screen, okay? This is the if,
Okay.
share your screen.
I share your
Else,
screen. I can't share mine.
no, I'm not saying you should share. I'm giving an example. Okay. So if I say, Valerie, share your screen, else don't come to class tomorrow. Okay. At that point,
Okay.
I'm giving you a command. I'm giving you a command, and I'm also inserting some condition. I'm also inserting a condition in this. The condition is else don't do this. Okay. So now I'm going to drag this inside the forever. Okay. So once I drag it inside the forever, I'll go to the operators. I go to the operators. Now, can you see what I was talking about, our plus sign? So you have the plus, you have the minus, So you have your plus, you have your negative sign, you have your division, you have your random, you have your greater than and less than, okay? And you have and, you have your or, okay? You have your not. So you have a lot of operators to work with when you are doing Scratch, when programming for Scratch, okay? So what we are using one of this. We are using one out of this. So the one we are working with is the OR, operators. So what we use the OR operators is, now, if I want to write a condition, now remember, a box, a code block that has this, what's the shape? What's this shape that looks like a diamond? It looks like a diamond shape, okay? It looks like a diamond shape. So it means you can put that block inside this, okay? Now, if I bring other block that doesn't have the diamond shape, for instance, if I bring this into it, it won't work, okay? It won't work. Now, this can only go in here and here. The diamond shape cannot go in here. It can only go in here. So you have to take note of that, okay?
Okay.
So once you snap that in, the next thing is, remember how we use the keyboards on our PC to control the car to move up and down? So we want to do the same thing for the parrot. So I'm going to go back to motion and then look for sorry, not motion. I'm going to sensing now. So on sensing, so I don't think we need this. So I can say, okay, let's take this out and do. Okay, where's mouse? Okay, there's mouse down. So one, we can use this alone. Okay, and our code will work perfectly. We can also give it two conditions. We can also give it two conditions. We can use this. Now, what does this space mean? What does it mean?
Pardon?
This space, what does it mean? I explained it yesterday now. The space, what does it stand for? The space is for space bar now. It stands for space bar. Have you guys forgotten? That's the space bar, the longest key on your keyboard. So you can do space or mouse down. So mouse down is if your mouse is coming down, then your Scratch will perform the action. Okay? Your Scratch will perform the action. So I'll move this in or snap it in there. Okay, so once I snap it in there, now the next thing is to look for which block will make our parrot to go up. And then remember we said that if anything movement is under motion. Okay, so I'm going to come here and then change Y by 10. So let's click and see if that works. Can you see our parrot is going up? Now you can see, let me take my mouse pointer out. Now I'm just pressing, so let's drag it down. Now at this point, I'm not using my mouse. I'm not clicking on the green flag. I'm using my space bar to control it. You can see I'm using my space bar to control it. Okay. So the next thing is to make it drop. Going to change Y by -5. Change Y by -5. Okay, now if I use, can you see? So if I use this, change y by -10.
Excuse me, Mr. Joseph.
Yeah?
Please, can you slow down a bit?
So if I use change y by -10, it will only drop. So it means the force of gravity is affecting it. It won't allow it to go up. You get? So I need to step it down a bit and change it by 5. Now let's start. Okay, so remember what we said. If we want, so for instance, my sprite is down. My sprite is down. So how do I make it? Okay, so if I stop the game, the sprite is down. So how do I make it go to the center of the screen? That's the question. So how do I make it go to the center of the screen?
Can I try?
Okay.
Since the other time that you said you drew lines and up was y and sideways was x, the middle was 0. So
Okay.
inside one of the holes here, we put 0, then it will come to the middle. That's my idea.
Which of the holes? This one?
Yes.
Which hole? This hole?
Yes.
Okay, you try, but that won't work. Now remember, this change x and this change y is to make it go up and down. So if I put this 0 here, it means you're asking it to stay at 0. So to make it won't do that. Now what I want to achieve is, whenever I click the green flag, okay, I want the sprite to always go to a certain position. It's tricky, right? Huh? So it's pretty much straightforward. Okay? So remember
There's
what
something wrong with my laptop. I can't move the mouse again.
Like yesterday.
Now remember what I said about the go to X. Please don't always forget, which is why it is important for you to always take notes. Don't always forget. This go to X and Y, you are giving it a command that go to this place. And I said it before. You are giving it a command. I want it to go to this place. So now, if I drag my sprite here, and I said, okay, whenever the game starts, this is where I want you to always be. Once I snap it, now you know now that the value has changed from 1 minus 179. So I'll come here and then change this from minus 179 to what? 10. Change it to 10. So once I change it to 10, all I have to do is bring it here. Now, the reason why I don't put it here is because when you click the green flag, now there's a way the computer works. The computer works based on a set of instructions. And that instruction is, if I click the green flag, what is the next call of action? Okay? If I click the green flag, what's the next action? So the computer will always obey the first instruction on the program. Okay? So you are telling it, okay, once I click the green flag, go to this position. Now let's take our position. Let's take our carrot here and then click the green flag. Can you see? It automatically goes there. So if I click again, if I stop the project, if I stop here and then click the green flag, can you see? It goes there. So you are telling it, okay, whenever I start this game, do this. So now your game will always start there. But this time around, Okay, so you can see now. Let me take my mouse off. So at this point, I'm not clicking on, I'm just using my space bar. I'm just using my space bar to control it, and it's going up and down. So the next thing is to make it change its wings. Okay, next thing is to make it change its wings. So to do that, can put something looks. What's the next cost? I've even said it. I just said it. Which block will you use now to make it change to the next parrot?
Pardon?
What block, what code block will you use to make it change? I want it to change from
Go
one
to
sprite.
X
Go to X.
and Y. This block.
Eh?
You use the block under when clicked.
Minus 179 and 10.
So I want it to change from this costume to another. Which block will I use? Hmm? Daniel, you are there. Tel Aviv, you are there.
Yes.
Valerie,
Yes, sir.
testimony. Nakwe, Joseph, Osinachi.
Yes,
Which
we're here.
block? I know you are here. So which block will I use? I want to change from one costume to another. Which block will I use?
You use next costume.
Costume.
Okay. So I use next costume. So if I drag next costume here, if I drag next costume here. So where should I put it? Here?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yes.
Who said yes? So that is wrong. Now, I want this to change its wings whenever the bird is flying. I can't put it at the start of the game. Okay, I have to bring it to where the flying is
Okay.
taking place. So if I do this now, can you see?
Wow, it looks like it's flying.
Can you see? So now let's do it for
Awesome.
for the second one. So you can see, but this is going too fast. Okay, so how do we slow it down? How do we slow it down? Guys, talk now, talk. How do we slow it down? How do we make it go slow?
How you slow it down?
You pick a block that said wait one second.
Huh?
You go to either one of these orange places.
You go to
and you pick a block which says wait 1 second.
You go to control and pick the block that says wait 1 second.
Okay.
You can change that 1 second to 5 seconds or 2 seconds or 22 seconds or 25 seconds.
Perfect. Perfect. So we come here, we go to control, and then we do
Next.
0.25. I know that will be too fast. Let me say this. It's low. We do this. please. So you can see now that it's flapping. Okay. It's flapping. But it's way too slow. But this is working fine. So tomorrow, we are going to work to perfect it. And then you see how we can add score. You see how we can add score to our game. And then we can further make it look cool by adding obstacles and other things and just beautify it, add backgrounds to it. But at the moment,
Okay.
it's looking boring because of the white background and the way it's flying. So tomorrow we are going to perfect what we have started. So does anyone have a question?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what's your question?
Excuse me, Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Tomorrow, please, can we have a break? Just
A
for
break?
tomorrow.
No, we can't have a break because it's just 1 hour and we don't even have enough time to cover what we want to cover. So if we're doing like a 2 hours class, we can have a break for 1 hour. And you know, we don't start by 5:30. Sometimes we have like 5 minutes delay. So if we don't do 1 hour, we can't cover what we want to cover.
Can we start early tomorrow?
That depends on you and your
But I don't think any of us are going to school tomorrow.
yeah, so you need to have a meeting with your colleague and then tell them, please, guys, come out.
Like, can we start by 8?
By
8
in the morning or at night?
morning.
No. I have to go out. I have to go for workouts. I have to go and jog in the morning. And you people too can start by 8 because you have to do your house chores.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So is that the only question?
Yes, please.
Anyone with a question? Is there anything you don't understand?
Can I share my screen and show you what I did?
No, I'm
Tomorrow.
still copying what you did on Scratch.
You can copy what I did.
No.
Tomorrow you can share your screen.
Okay.
So play around it. Tomorrow you all have time to share your screen. Play around it and duplicate what I did. And then let's see what happens tomorrow.
Mr. Joseph, don't yet leave.
Huh?
I'm still copying what you did on your screen. Mouse down, please pause.
Let's go, Mr. Joseph. I want to share my screen.
No.
Okay.
Wait.
I asked first.
Keys. Minus 117.
You guys, I have to leave now.
What do you say?
I have to leave.
Okay, now you guys can share your screen.
Oh, sorry. See you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay,
Excuse me, Mr. Joseph, can I now share my screen?
This is mine.
Mr. Joseph, gone.
Yes. I
Okay.
think
Let me
it's
check.
mine I'm copying from.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Miss Lillian. Hello, Miss Lillian.
How is it going?
Fine.
Fine, ma.
Okay. So we agreed that our class tomorrow is for 3.
3.
Yes, do we remember? Do we?
Please. Yes.
Okay, so what we can do to maximize the time is to log on time. By 2:30, the class will be open, so you can log in between 2:30 and 3, so that at 3 on the dot will start. You can see it's getting more serious, right?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
So we need more time, so that if we start exactly 3, we have complete 1 hour. But if we start logging on by 3 o'clock, by the time we finish logging on, asking our questions and so on, we would have lost like 30 minutes. So I encourage us to come on early. Then if you have question, put it down so you don't forget. So as soon as it is 3, we take off. Is that okay?
Sure.
Any question, any feedback, anything you are finding challenge with?
Yes. But
Okay.
we're going to be at school by 3 o'clock.
You're going to be in your school by 3. Is it every Saturday or just for tomorrow?
Oh,
Sorry?
I think that we're going to start by 3 o'clock only on Saturdays.
Yes, only on Saturdays. So you're saying 3 o'clock is not okay with you?
No, it's okay.
All right. Okay. See us all tomorrow.
Actually, Miss Lillian, are we having class on Sunday?
No.
Okay.
Any other question?
No.
Osinachi, do you have question? Jesse, do you have question? All right, let's have a very good evening. Practice, practice, practice. That's what makes winners. Bye.
Bye.